So in my quest to come up with things that sound Elvin-esque, but in a funk context that I can apply to funk or jazz, I'll come up with things that are variations on things I might have heard him play that are my own take on it. And of course, then trying to apply it to funk or other groove situations that I'm in, I've come up with things that I feel comfortable playing with that might be inspired by Elvin, but are kind of more my approach and my variation on some of the things that I might have been inspired by. So this first idea that I want to show you, where we're kind of taking and coming up with variations based off of inspiration of Elvin, is the whatchamacallit. So I'm going to play it for you on the snare drum and then show you what it is and why I named it this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, whatchamacallit, 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 whatchamacallit. Now, the first thing we can do to start trying to voice it around the drums is to play a cymbal crash or at least a cymbal note on the bass drum. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now you can go to the toms as well and remain incorporating some of the cymbals too. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here's a slightly different voicing, incorporating the toms and the cymbal. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So all of these that I've just showed you will work in a jazz context. So you can go ahead and play 4 bars of jazz or shuffle time and then play this as a 4, or you could shorten it and play any bit of it as a fill. But right now I'm going to play 4 bars of time and then play 4 bars of this idea as a fill. This works great with brushes as well. So I'm going to play 4 bars of time and then play this idea with brushes. This time I'm going to put in a bass drum substitution that works pretty cool. So check this out. And with that, I'm trying to channel some kind of mix between Elvin Jones and Philly Joe. But that's one of the ways that you can really start to apply these different things. I might show it to you one way, but then I want you to come up with different variations, maybe throw in bass drum substitutions or different voicings and just come up with your own way of approaching these things. You can write these ideas out as 6 tuplets too and use this in a funk context. So now I'll play 2 bars of funk and I'll throw this idea in as a 2-bar fill. I could write variations on this out for days, different ways to voice it, different places to start it, but just experiment with it on your own and try to come up with your own way of doing this. And don't try to force this on the gig. You really got to develop the muscle memory with this before you can start busting it out. I would say try it on your own and then try it in rehearsal, maybe with your band or with guys who will be forgiving if you go for something and don't quite make it. And then wait till you really have it down before you can start breaking it out on the gig. If you dug this video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm putting up new lessons. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me down here below in the comment section. And thanks, and I'll see you guys around.